Hello, friends. How are you all? Hope you are doing great at various aspects of your lives. Welcome to another book review podcast by Team ThinkerViews. The name of the ace author Jeffrey Archer is taken with respect in the literary world. He has given some really fantastic thrillers that readers across countries have adored. A humble human being and a vocal cricket fan, Mr. Jeffrey Archer has decades of legacy in the field of literature. Whenever we see his name on the book, we can rest assured that we are looking at a potential reading experience to be unveiled. We enjoyed reading many of his thrillers and admire him. To attract more and more people towards reading, the year 2018 was celebrated as the Year of Short Stories, in which many of Mr. Archer's short stories are made available to read for free as individual short e-books. Too Many Coincidences is one such book. Being a gateway to the fictional world explored within, the cover page is responsible for making the first impression of the book. And we, human beings, by nature, are attracted towards the beauty. And thus, we need to accept the fact that a cover page can influence a remarkable number of potential readers to buy or read the book. As you can see in the podcast cover, the cover page of this short is simple yet appealing. The designer has used blue and white combinations to show vastness and not so corrupted mindset of the protagonist couple. The two boards shown plays quite an important role in the book. In fact, they are the reasons the character in the book connect with each other. A thoughtful design, I must say. Let us take a bird's eye view of the book plot. Ruth is a traditional woman living a happy married life. She and her husband has an age gap, but the bond of love has made them stick together, and they are in love with each other. Her husband is at the stage of his life where he is quite cautious when it comes to money. Though they have their vacations and escapades, he don't believe in just throwing away money. So they are living a moderately good life, a life that almost every middle class family experiences. Once upon a time, they went to an island for their scheduled retreat come vacation, where they coincidentally meets a young and charming fellow. The young fellow is good at finance and deals in properties. He makes a handsome amount of money and lives a joyous life. Well, somehow, Ruth and him are attracted towards each other, and their lives changes from that point forward. The rest of the story is better to explore by reading the book rather than discussing much about. Over the course of the story, you meet with Ruth, Max Bennett, Argus Anderson, Valerio, Gerald Prescott, Dr. Sinclair, and others. Writing a short story is like walking on a tightrope. You need to make it quite interesting from the very first page. As author cannot take time to build things here, unlike in full-fledged novels. I must say, the author does it quite well. It starts with whenever Ruth looked back on the past 3 years, and she often did, she came to the conclusion that Max must have planned everything right down to the last detail. Yes, even before they had met. And to show his genius, the author ends the story with whenever Ruth looked back on the past 3 years, and she often did, she came to the conclusion that Max must have planned everything right down to the last detail. Yes, even before they had bumped into each other. See how brilliant he is. In such books, the characters have to be convincing. The author has introduced so much layers, twists, turns to let you connect with the characters. None of the events happened unconvincingly. For example, the scene when Ruth and her husband meets with Max looks so natural, and Ruth's falling for him, their frequent escapades, the relationship of the trio, the advocates, all of them are elaborated quite well. Their meetings in restaurants are also quite interesting. The author takes us to the world of properties, solicitors, and how elderly people think safeguarding their future for the last days of their lives. How they met each other and how the technicalities of laws plays their part. Quite authentic. At times you feel sad for the characters and how they are duped. That is the success of the author. Various elements are elaborated like living characters including Ruth's home, her landline, sea urchin, the Scottish ballet and other stuff. Actually, there are many aspects of the story I want to talk about and quote more stuff, but to avoid spoilers, I need to stop here. In summary, on the whole, Too Many Coincidences is a good thriller. If you love reading short thrillers, you shouldn't miss it. From Team ThinkerViews, I would love to give it around 8 stars out of 10. So, have you already read the book? Are you planning to read it? What do you think about this book review? Do you find it helpful in deciding whether to go for the book or not? Please do share your genuine remarks via comments below. If you have enjoyed listening to the review, please hit the like button and do not forget to share it with your friends and other fellows whom you think such reviews interest more. Till we meet with our next podcast, bye bye, take care, namaskar.